Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel. It's Samantha. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm really excited about this video because we have another amazing DIY. So today we're going to be making an amazing hair growth spray. So the reason this is amazing is because it can help to stimulate hair growth. It can also help to thicken your hair, and it can also help hair to grow back in bald patches. So it's an effective treatment for alopecia, and it also helps to treat scalp issues like dandruff or just an irritated scalp. Our first ingredient is one of my favorites, which is rosemary. So we've talked quite a lot about rosemary on this channel, and that's because we love it so much. So I put a link in the description box to a video in which I talked more about rosemary. But essentially, rosemary can help to heal the nerve endings, and it can help to stimulate scalp circulation. And it's actually been shown through science to be just as effective as minoxidil at helping hair to grow back in bald patches. Our next ingredient is oregano, which is a really popular herb. It's used extensively in Mediterranean dishes, but it's widely available. So oregano helps to stimulate scalp circulation, and as we know, scalp circulation is key to hair growth. So all the good nutrients in our foods and in the hair products that we use, they need to get to the hair follicle, and oregano can help that by improving the blood flow to the hair follicles. So it's also a soothing herb, so it's also going to help with the scalp irritation. Next is sage. So this is another popular herb. It is not the same as clary sage, which a lot of people know about, but I suppose you can consider it a cousin to clary sage. So sage also helps with hair growth and also regrowth in bald patches. So this is another effective treatment for alopecia. It's got anti-inflammatory properties, so it can help soothe the scalp. So sage is something that I think will be really good to incorporate in your hair regimen, and we're also going to need a heat-resistant jar. So what we're going to do is add 1 tablespoon of each herb to the jar, and we want to make this a really concentrated, potent solution. So I'm not going to add too much water to this one, so I'm just adding 1 tablespoon of the rosemary, and then 1 tablespoon of the oregano and 1 tablespoon of the sage. And then I'm going to add just half a cup of freshly boiled water. And then once I've put all the ingredients into the jar, I'm going to stir and allow it to steep overnight. So the longer you leave it to steep, the more powerful or the more potent your solution will be. So if you're in a hurry, you can leave it for a few hours, but I recommend that you leave it overnight so that you get something that's really going to work. So from time to time, just shake it up a bit, because that will really help to release all the good stuff from the herbs into the water. And then the next day is time to strain it, and I'm just going to use the end of a pair of tights, but you can use anything like a cheesecloth. And I recommend something really fine because the herbs kind of break down once you put them in the hot water, so you want to make sure that you catch every little particle that may be in there. So as it is, the spray is actually ready to use, so you don't need to add anything else. You can use it as it is. But personally, I found that it helps to add a humectant to these sprays. Otherwise, my hair gets a little bit dry. So I'm just going to add 1 tablespoon of glycerin, and then I'm going to mix thoroughly. But if you don't like glycerin or you don't have it, you don't have to. It'll still work without the glycerin, but it's just, my hair likes to have that humectant to keep the moisture in it. So I'm putting mine into a spray bottle because I'm going to use it as a leave-in spray. So I find that it's more effective if you apply it to your hair and your scalp and then you don't wash it out, at least for a few days, because then that gives you give the ingredients time to actually get to work. But it's also effective if you use it as a pre-poo treatment. So you'd saturate your hair and your scalp and then cover with a plastic for 30 to 45 minutes and then shampoo and condition as normal. You can also use it as a final rinse. So after you shampooed and conditioned your hair, you can use this as your final rinse, and that will help to get all those benefits to your scalp and your hair follicles. But another way to use this is actually to use it instead of water when you're making masks. So for example, if you're making a fenugreek mask or an amla mask, instead of using plain water, you can use this instead, and that would just add to the benefit of your mask and just take it to another level. So there's so many ways that you can use these teas. It's not just as a leave-in or just as a pre-poo. You can actually use it instead of water for lots of other things. So that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you found it useful, and I hope you do try it. And if you do come back and let me know what you thought of it. And before I go, I'd like to give my subscribers a massive thank you, because I really do appreciate your support. And I also want to thank everybody who comes and comments, likes the videos, and shares the videos. It's really appreciated. So thank you so much. If you've not yet subscribed to the channel, then please go ahead and subscribe, and also please give the video a thumbs up. 1, it lets me know that you're enjoying the content, and 2, it really helps support my channel with the YouTube algorithm. And if you want to be one of the first to know when I have a new video on the channel, just sign up for notifications. So I'll be back soon with another video. So until then, take care of yourselves and take care of your loved ones. Bye for now.